And if you hear me really tired today, it's because I had testing and WEA testing. But I get a break off tomorrow. I don't go to school because it's Wednesday tomorrow. I go online schooling for just this week and next week too. So I'm gonna be making a what if called What If I Was in My Hero Academia, and this is gonna be my character. And the reason why I don't have another wing is because it was blown off with a villain attack. So let's get started. Okay, now let's get to it. So as I was saying, this is gonna be a what if I was in my here Maha. So let's get started, shall we? We're gonna start out when I was 4. Me and my father went to the quirk doctor. And in this what if I'm gonna have no mother. Okay, let's get to it. They say the quirk doctor says I will have a wing in 2 wings with with electricity coming off of it, and I will be able to have a scythe that I can be able to summon, and like any other, like Reaper Sands, but mixed with antivirus sands. That's my character. But I'm gonna have my soul's gonna be split in half, one dark, one light, like yin and yang. So let's continue. And yes, I'm gonna be in the same school like Bakugo and Deku, and I'm gonna be Deku's friend. And when I got into my class in kindergarten, I told everybody my quirk. I'm gonna make up a name. It's called Angel of Undertale. Yeah, that's what it's called. And I told them that, and Bakugo said, yeah, right, that's weak. That's really weak. And Bakugo, and yet I'm gonna have a little bit of anger issues if anyone ticks me off. And I tell Bakugo, say that one more time. It's not fully grown in yet. So you don't talk smack about my quirk. Got it, Bakugo? Katsuki. And yes, my father is going to be friends with Izuku's mom and Bakugo's mom. So let's continue. Let's do a time skip when my quirk fully manifested. I kind of got some back pains when my wings grew. And it was green. Yes, my favorite color is green. So I'm going to stick with that. And Izuku was amazed. And Deku said, wow, Dylan, that's amazing. Your quirk is awesome. And I tell Deku, thanks, Izuku. I will still be your friend no matter what, even if Bakugo bullies you. And I'll tell him a little bit more about my quirk. Deku, I'm gonna have to tell you something. This is one of my parts of my quirk. I can see when you turn 4, you don't get a quirk. I'm just gonna tell you that. That's one downside I hate about my quirk. I have to see people's future when I'm asleep. And Deku got discouraged. but you can still be a hero if you train hard enough. I will help you train. And when me and you get into high school, when I get old enough, when I turn 5 and you turn 5, I'm gonna ask my dad if he can take us to Guy Sensei's and Kakashi Sensei's dojo. Because that's where I was training before I got my quirk. And it's really good there. It really helps you out. Even Guy Sensei is quirkless, and he still has power, and he is even a hero. So I will ask my dad on the weekend if my dad can ask Aunt Inko if she will let you go with me to the dojo. My dad is very rich, and he can literally, it's 10,000 yen a year. So, you want to join? I will help you out. And Deku says, of course! I don't want to be quirkless. I would still want to become a hero. And let's do a time skip. When me and Izuku turned 5. I asked my dad, he's going to be a CEO of a company, and no, he's not going to partner with with Momo's family, so I'm going to get rid of that. He's going to take me to the dojo, but me and my father will stop by at Inko's place and we knocked on the door, and Inko said, oh, I'm gonna give my dad a name. His name's gonna be, I'm gonna say, Sai. Yes, Sai's gonna be in this, so don't judge me. And Sai says, well, hello, Madara, Inko. How long has it been since I seen you? Like a year now? Inko says, Sai, long time no see you. And Sai asked Inko if Izuku can join me on a training regimen. And Inko said, sure. Because Izuku here told me all about it. And of course, I wouldn't say no to Izuku. And I would say, thanks, Aunt Inko. And yes, Sai and Inko are brother and sister. Wait, Dylan? Long time no see. Hi, Aunt Inko. And she saw how beautiful my wings looked. And I told her my quirk, Angel of Undertale. In my quirk, I know about my quirk. I can summon a scythe, but that will come on when I get old enough, when I go into high school or middle school. And I'm gonna do the same thing in canon where UA is high school. So let's continue. Let's do a time skip for when me and Izuku turned about 15, and yes, Bakugo is still bullying Izuku, but I stick up for him. And Bakugo bullies me even if I help Izuku. Bakugo says, wow, I can't believe you're helping that use. Why not I bully you instead? And part of my wing got blown off in middle school from Bakugo's explosions, and I had to be taken to the emergency room because I was bleeding out. And Izuku kind of got enraged by that and opened the second gate and started beating up Bakugo. He only beat up Bakugo until he had a black eye and a bloody nose. So yeah. Then, once he calmed down, he called the ambulance, my dad, and Inko, and he called the ambulance first, then my dad, then Inko. The ambulance got there. They got me in a stretcher, then into the ambulance. Then they saw how bad I was. They saw my wing was completely broken, and I had 4-degree burns on my skin. I had to be put in surgery. And it took like 3 days until I could get out. Yes, I have really good healing in this, so don't judge it. We're going strong. Okay. I'm gonna add one character in this, and it's gonna be Sans. He's gonna be my brother in this. He's gonna have the same abilities. So yeah. And Sans was very, very scared about me, that I was gonna not come out of the emergency room. He's gonna be my younger brother, like 2 minutes late. So I'm the older brother. So yeah, when I woke up, my father, Sai, Sans, Izuku, and Inko were able to come in, and I gave Sans, my little brother, a hug, and Sans told me not to scare him like that, and I told him, I'll try, little bro, I'll try. So how are you doing in class? I asked them how long was I out. They told me 3 days. And I said, 3 days? Man, I hope Bakugo gets suspended for that. Literally suspended. Because he almost tore off my wing. And they see how bad my left wing looks. And they were very, very scared of what happens. What would happen. And I got discharged from the hospital, and we went back to school, and Bakugo was suspended for 3 days. Then he came back, and Mitsuki came to school, see how I was doing, and told Bakugo to apologize to me. So he did, and I accepted it, but with one good jab to the gut for almost tearing off my wing. And let's do a time skip before the 10 months start, before I get out of school. And the teacher said I was gonna hand these job recognition papers out, but screw it, I know all of you wanna become heroes, and every kid in the class started using the quirks. As I said, nobody's allowed using their quirks in class. And I brought out my scythe. And no, it's not part of my quirk. It's a mutation. So just to let you know. And quiet down. I still have a headache from this morning from Bakugo's loud mouth and explosions. So shut up, or you want to get hurt. Now, if you don't mind, I need some rest. And Izuku told me to calm down, and I told him, sure thing, cousin. And Izuku, yes, Izuku's gonna be my cousin. And Sans is in my class, and Sans is right beside me with his stuffed bunny. And before I left with Izuku and my brother Sans, I was helping my brother pack up. Yes, it's kind of hard for him because he is tired from that. And when Bakugo came up, he said, "Oh, what's this? A stupid stuffed bunny?" And I said, "Bakugo, don't do it. It's my brother's. I made that for him when I was in the hospital. What you did to me that time. And it was a week ago. Remember what happened when you did that?" And Bakugo remembers, and he doesn't care, and he blew up my brother's stuffed bunny. Okay, Bakugo Katsuki, I see you have a death wish, don't ya? And Bakugo said, "I'm not scared of you. What are you gonna do?" And he saw me took out my scythe. Oh, you want to take back those words? Or you still want to keep jabbering? I will cut your ego down 5 times your size. You're not all big and bad. You're the one who mostly counts as a villain because of your ego, your spiky hair, and your explosions. You'll be counted as a terrorist if you keep going at this rate. And they don't accept people who bully others and who make people think suicidal thoughts. Yes, I was almost driven to suicide because of Bakugo. And when he exploded my little brother's stuffed bunny, he threw it out and ran away. And when my brother woke up and he asked, "Where's my stuffed bunny?" I told him I will get it. And if you see tears running down my eye, those are hate tears. I was born like that. So let's continue. And Izuku's gonna be a little bit of a nerd fan, but not too much. When I went down to pick up my brother's stuffed bunny, Izuku and Sans was with me. So I told him, "Sans, I'm sorry, little bro. I failed you." And I started crying and told them I couldn't even protect your stuff from a stupid bully. They saw I started to be consumed by hate and fear, and they saw I became emotionless for 3 days, and Dad even saw me like that. And Dad hugged me and told me to go lay down for a little bit. Food's almost ready. Food's gonna be ready in a few hours anyways. Sans, go comfort your brother. Izuku, do you want to stay over for the weekend? And Izuku said, Sure, why not? At least I don't get picked on no more, but Zugu, Dylan gets picked on twice as much as I was. And they don't know I started slitting my wrists because I was depressed. So yeah, after I woke up, I was still sad, but not too much. So I came downstairs and I ate dinner, went back upstairs, locked my door, watched some movies. When everyone was asleep, I went into my bathroom, grabbed a pocket knife, and started slitting my wrists. And I told myself, "How I miss this pain. Why can't I just be good like Izuku and my little brother?" And I started crying and slitting my wrists more and more and more until I started crying on the floor. I bandaged myself up, then walked to my bed, then cried myself back to sleep. And Izuku heard me crying and went into my room to see what's going on. He saw I was crying in my pillow, and he comforted me until I went back to sleep. And Izuku went to get Dad. I told him, "Uncle, I think Dylan's starting crying himself to sleep again. You better check in his bathroom to make sure he's not cutting himself again, because I'm very scared that he might be going into depression." And so I said, "Sure, Izuku, I will check on him." And Dad checked on me and saw my wrists, and he started to get worried about me. And let's do a time skip to the entrance exam. Me, Izuku, and Sans went into the same room, and Deku pulled Bakugo to the side, grabbed out his phone, and told him, "You want to see what my cousin does when he's at home in the middle of the night?" He shows Bakugo the slits on his wrist, the tears on his bed, and the blood in his bathroom. And Bakugo got worried about me and told him, I never knew I could have done this. And you knew. You could have looked into his eyes and saw what's going on at home. And once let's skip the practical and the paper exam. And yes, I'm gonna make this story very sad. I'm gonna have Inko and my father die at the same time. My father and Inko were driving. They got into a car crash. So yeah. Since I was old enough and I had a job as a night guard at a haunted restaurant with 5 animatronics, one that is broken down, and one's a fox, one's a bunny, 2 are bears, one's a Can you know where I work at? Five Nights at Freddy's. And I come back at 6 in the morning. And I'm really tired. And when I was walking home one night from work at 6 in the morning, Aizawa saw me walking home and asked me, "What are you doing out here so late, kid?" And I told him in a tired voice, "Just going home from work." And Aizawa said, "Wait, you work?" And I told him, "Yes, I work. I had to keep my cousin and my brother sustained. What do you expect? My father and my aunt died. And I have no relatives. So leave me alone and let me go home and sleep. I have school tomorrow at my new high school. Anyways, what's your name? I'll make sure to look out for you if I see you in my school, in my new high school tomorrow." "Oh, it's Aizawa. Anyways, I'll be teaching at UA. Wait." And I said, "Wait, you're going to be teaching at UA? That's where me, my cousin, and my brother are going. So, see you in class tomorrow, teach." Actually, no, I'm too tired to even go back to sleep. I'll just wake my siblings up since it's time to get ready for school anyways. Yes, I'm gonna make it like at 6 in the morning. You have to wake up for school, like how I have to wake up for school at 6 in the morning. And when he got home and he took off his suit, work night guard clothes, and put on his school first he took a shower, then he put on school clothes and woke Izuku and Sans up. "Alright guys, time to get it up. It's time for school." And they woke up, took a shower, ate breakfast, and walked to school. Actually, no, I drive them because I have a car. "Alright guys, we're here. Let's get in class." And yes, all three of us are going to be in 1A. We got into class, and I said, "Oh, hi, Aizawa. Good seeing you last night." Oh, and Aizawa said, "Oh, Dylan. So, I didn't get to catch what job you were working at." "Oh, I work as a night guard at Five Nights at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. At least I get paid $123 a night. So yeah, I'm just gonna take a nap." And as I said, "The same here." And Zuku and Sans sat right beside me and saying, "So, we... Okay guys, I might stop it at an hour. I don't want to get this too long, so let's continue. We are continuing. So when everybody got into class, I woke up and told everyone to shut up. I'm trying to sleep. Literally, everyone shut up. And when I woke up, I woke Sans and Izuku up, and even Aizawa, and told Aizawa, time to get up. Your class is here." And yes, I applied for the job for assistant teacher here at UA, and they accepted me. So anyways, I will be introducing myself. I'm Izuku Sai. Dylan Sai. Why did I say Izuku? Sorry, I have a night shift that I'm working tonight and last night, so don't tick me off. I didn't even get no hours of sleep. So yeah. In the front row, the two kids in the front row are my one that looks skeleton is my sibling. The one right beside him is my cousin Izuku Sai. My father and my aunt died in a car crash for some reason. So don't bug us about it, because I am really emotional about it. So is my cousin and my brother, so don't judge it. And when I told them to get their gym uniforms on and go to exercise Foundation E, we're doing a quirk assessment test. And Ochako said, "What about the announcement assembly?" And I said, "I don't care. Get to ground E right now, or you'll have detention. And I'll be assigning more homework. Now get down there." And I woke as Aizawa up and told him I got the new students down. And I told them to get down there or I will be assigning detentions and a lot of homework. And Aizawa said, "Good, now let's get down there." "Okay, Izuku, Shan, it's time to get up. We gotta get to the ground E. Now let's go." I will carry Izuku and Sans with my telekinesis. And as I was surprised how many quirks I have, I just am very smart, so I conjured up a little bit of telekinesis. So yeah, they saw me carrying my cousin and brother out, and they said, "What is your quirk?" "Wings, and I can summon a scythe that I can throw, and it can make clones of itself. So I can keep a hold of the original one, and when I'm doing a throwing action, it just makes copies. So I'm tired, so don't bug me." Okay, guys, this is where I'm gonna end it all for part 1. Like and subscribe, and comment down below if you want me to make a part 2.